Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, stacking the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, Real Money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog. Well, we're live. We're back.
We are. We're live. We're back. The soundboard's back. Everyone is ready to go. People are sweating out their NFL London bets.
Well, I mean, sweating what? Just that we're an
sweating
idiot.
Out that
London Jags home game. Who knew Urban Meyer would have them ready to go? Better adjustments, better quarterback.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you were on the fence about Tua sucking, now as we say this, the Dolphins did just score, so
yes,
our reverse jinx strategy to kick the show off is alive and well. Tua with a passing touchdown, but come on, Tua looks really bad. Jalen Waddle though, second touchdown from Tua. So if you started Jalen Waddle, a great start to your NFL Sunday. Dolphins 20-17 over the Jags. Sitting right there at the 3.5. I think we picked it at 3 on the show, right?
We did. We're sharp.
So
we're sharps.
We are sitting there, ready to go. All right, we're taking your calls. We're taking your questions, whatever you guys want to break down as we get ready for this Week 6 NFL action. Oh man, horrible beat though with the Georgia Bulldogs yesterday. Man, that was goddamn brutal. I should have locked up Utah. That was a fun game as well. We'll save all that for the college, but
felt dirty. I felt bad that I you know what? You know who the new SEC is, or at least the new best team in the SEC? Cincinnati. They cover everywhere.
Oh yeah, Cincinnati beasting. Just
if you cover
in the wood,
you make the playoff. All right, we already got our first caller. Of course, we're live on Twitter Spaces. Hop in, join the conversation. To start us off, as always, Mr. Jong, bring us some Korean barbecue today, sir.
What a time to be alive.
Yes, sir.
Hell yeah. What's up, John? What do you got going today?
My one prop play, my KBBQ special, Darrell Williams over 48.5 rushing yards.
Love it.
He is going to inherit Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's workload. Clyde Edwards-Hilaire averaged 15 carries a game. And that was with Darrell Williams mixing in quite a bit. I don't expect Jerick McKinnon as big of a workload while Darrell Williams did, that Darrell Williams did have. So in short, the number 48.5, the opportunity, CEH's injury, too high of a floor to pass up. Let's effing go over 48.5 yards.
Let's go. Thank you, Jong. Anything else, or you locking it up with that?
Locking it up with that. Let it ride, fellas.
Great day to be alive. Great day to hear Jong on the line over on Twitter Spaces. And of course, as you would expect, Kansas City, Washington, one of the more heavily bet games. I saw some places it was as high as 90%. But according to our good buddies over at the Win, this is their second greatest liability. The Kansas City Chiefs -7. -105, so very generous with the -105 juice there at the Washington Football Team. 86% of the spread bets, 82% of the spread handle on the Chiefs. All over KC there. I took KC because I think Washington Football Team really does suck. This is the rare public. This is a rare sometimes you get the casino's got to give you a couple bucks, couple free plays into your account, and I think this Kansas City Chiefs is a free play. Like them laying 7. Kramer, you're on the WFTs. I imagine it's because KC's defense is so horrible.
Chiefs making another switch. Right tackle Lucas Niang, minor hamstring issue, will not start. Remmers moving to right tackle. Also, did you know Tyreek was a bit of a question mark? He looked fine in warmups. Yeah. He's going to be out there. Look, I think I heard this nugget on one of the many. I don't listen to many podcasts. I think it was. I'll give a shout out, Sean. Sorry for this, but I think one of the CBS shows gave me this nugget. But Chiefs are allowing more than 7 yards of play this year, which is what the greatest show on turf was averaging when they were breaking all those records. So I don't think giving up 7 yards of play is a good angle. And I mean, not surprised. But last thing I'll say, the close your eyes special. The point of it is. You're fading recency. Typically, you're going to get a couple points in the line. The Chiefs line was 6.5 on the look ahead. It was 6.5 when we picked this game. So I just people still want to bet that Patrick Mahomes off a loss.
Yes, and I do have Heineke in my DFS, and I was considering maybe moving things around because like Tyreek Hill kind of looked a little injured. I'm going to stay with him, and maybe the injury news scares some people off as far as the GPP. I put in a bonus GPP lineup that I tweeted out. I'll just rattle through that real quick. But Sam Darnold, DeAndre Swift, J.D. McKissick, who I think could have a fun role in this as a pass catcher because of all the Washington football team, how banged up they are. Justin Jefferson, DJ Moore, Rondale Moore, and then I went Kelsey. Kelsey's my bring back for McKissick, David Njoku. I'm doing a 12 personnel, and then the Lions defense. So, massive upside there on some of those plays.
Everyone's favorite portion of the show is Sean's additional DFS angles. I like it. I think, if we want to keep the DFS conversation going, this Browns running back situation's awfully interesting. Chubb out now. Hunt sounds banged up and maybe even on a carry restriction, which I don't believe that you're going to put a guy like Kareem Hunt on any sort of restriction. That's just me.
I think in tournaments, I'm not touching Kareem Hunt or any of the Browns running backs. I mean, I don't know. To me, in tournament, it's a stay away. I think the Hunt ownership's going to be so big. I'd rather play Chuba, Devontae Booker. I'd rather play.
I think I'm kind of with you. I do think we could be missing out on something here, but maybe the other way to play this, and in one of my big money FFPC leagues, completely destroyed with injuries. Last minute Sunday morning waiver picked up Felton, who has had some work, and if he's the guy who's going to get that extra workload, maybe he's the GPP punt play.
Felton is certainly interesting play there as well. All right, some of the other highest liabilities, as you would imagine, the Dallas Cowboys. That is a disgusting act, and thank God we have that back.
That is a disgusting act.
Yeah, you gotta love taking the Dallas Cowboys as the highest liability and a road non-conference favorite heading up to New England. They were number 2 liability, and then Sunday morning got bet up. They're -3, -120. So they're taking more action, and the line is going down. Right. This is all types of scary for Cowboys better, and they're 6-0 against the spread. What could go wrong? Dolphins get the ball back, so hopefully a cover is in.
What could go wrong? They're only a 3.5 point home underdog, and they've shown no sign of offense. I get it, but
no, that's the biggest concern. And the Chargers money line, who is my dog. I didn't realize it would be such a chalky play. Maybe a lot of the win bet bettors listening to the podcast, Ryan.
No, they
Chargers money line at Ravens.
Chalky, huh?
I guess it is, but at +125, I still really like the Chargers to show up. Justin Decker will be in the house. Feels like good vibes for the Chargers.
Yeah, and I think we kind of touched on this on the show. Like the Ravens could just be that offense that they're not prepared for. That they're not like they're set up to stop the Chiefs. They're set up to stop the Bills. So maybe it's a weird matchup. I am very shocked that they're catching all the steam though, because the Ravens are still playing well.
Yeah, no, I thought the Ravens.
It's that look ahead against Cincinnati.
Played well enough to get the public on their action there. So a little surprised at what a public play that is.
A good looking quarterback like Justin Herbert, a personable coach like Brandon Staley. Millennials like that guy. All right. Let's head to the chat. New feature on the show, but we got to go back to the London game because people are asking, Sean, and it's up on the screen now. But does Urban fly back with the team?
Yeah, that is a great question. They have a bye coming up. I
heard he's got a whiskey tasting tour in Ireland planned out with some friends, maybe some photo shoots.
Yeah, it's just literally just one thing needs to happen. Maybe blowing this lead, blowing this game. I think if the Jags don't cover the 3.5, I think he could be in trouble. Miami does have the ball back there on their own 25. Can they drive down, get some more points? What I'm worried at is they're going to get a touchdown and then Jags backdoor the 3.5. Although we would grade that as a push. Jake Paquin, friend of the program, thoughts on Evan Ingram over 31.5. Kramer, you are the all rise culture expert on the show. What do you got for Evan Ingram?
I hate it. He's a bum. it kills me. Apparently, the Cardinals tried to call and trade for Evan Ingram.
Oh, really? Wow.
And Gettleman said he was too valuable. So not feeling good about that. I mean, 31.5 is really low. It does sound like Shepard's going to be back. We've seen Danny Dimes really like throwing to Sterling Shepard. We saw what Tony did last week. Galladay out. Slayton probably not a factor. Someone else is going to catch the ball. And if you believe the spread, they should be playing from behind, negative game script. So sure, I guess you play it, but when he drops that pass you need for him to go over, don't come to me.
Don't blame Ryan. Lane Elliott wants to know Donald Parham first touchdown again. Are we riding with a first touchdown for Donald Parham, Ryan? I think keep playing it. I mean, especially
anytime.
I don't think they're going to adjust the odds on it. And, so I think you're in pretty good shape here. 45 boxes of ZD saying Chiefs, Packers, and Rams teaser. Yeah, tough. I mean, again,
what could possibly go wrong?
I would take the Packers out of there and just do a Chiefs Rams, like 6-point teaser there. Even maybe you can even now the spread. I think what is the line right now on that Rams game, Ryan? Is it below?
I'm pulling
9?
it up right now, but real quick.
So there was a 1-point movement when was announced the starter. Is that enough movement for you, Ryan?
I mean it's back down to where it should be, which is like 7.5. So that makes a little bit more sense. It sounds like they're getting Giants money. I think that's what's causing this line to come back.
So yeah, I would definitely just do a Rams Chiefs teaser 6 points. Don't think too much about it. Maybe the Chiefs go to 2-4, but I feel great about that Rams thing.
I saw something that the Rams is the single biggest money line liability apparently. Like not just straight up, but like tied in with parlays, tied in with teasers. So just a note there for my Giants. Real quick, back to Parham, 25-1 for first touchdown. I almost prefer the 350 on any time touchdown. It seems like he's a red zone threat. That price hasn't caught up yet.
Ooh, XFL Jim saying doing XFL first touchdown double. And I do know some places allow you to parlay first touchdowns, which is a true
#Legends only
move. And he's saying Taylor Heineke with Donald Parham. Man, I mean that my head would explode if that hits, but that's certainly a fun angle. Adrian Kennedy, a friend of the show as well, always checking in on the YouTube. Thanks for checking in again, Adrian, local guy out in the desert. He's saying the books here in Las Vegas will need Bears plus 5.5 and Giants plus 7.5. I'm on the Bears plus 5.5. I think it's going to be ugly enough for the Bears to get the cover. Kramer, I know you're on the opposite side there.
Don't ignore
certainly
history.
the angle of Rodgers owning the Bears is a strong angle, and Darnell Mooney, kind of an interesting dart throw in DFS.
Allen Robinson is active, for the record. But
yeah.
All right, let's go to a trash game for the day. Derek McKnight wants to know. Can we trust plus 11 with Houston?
Yes. It's more about fading this Colts team. Insanely banged up. It sounds like they will get T.Y. Hilton back, but the rest of the crew is very banged up.
At this point, I don't think getting T.Y. Hilton back is much of anything. But Sean, I didn't want to speak to you earlier in the week about this, but we are starting Carson Wentz in our dynasty league.
Oh.
It is the matchup to start Carson Wentz. I also like Taylor. I think the Colts roll here. I have a Taylor Colts defense double. I think they roll. I think they cover.
Yeah, I mean Jonathan Taylor going off and kind of destroying this Texans team is certainly a scenario. But for me, a division matchup where this Colts team is laying a 1-win Colts team is laying 11 points. Yeah. That feels a bit outrageous.
Sometimes you got to trust your gut, Sean.
Yeah, my gut tells me fade the Colts. Carson Wentz turns the ball over. Davis Mills not horrible, and this Colts defense is just, we saw that second half of the Ravens game. They really got gashed. There's plenty of opportunities. Brandon Cooks, even a little interesting DFS angle as well.
Yeah. What else we got?
45 boxes of ZD saying sprinkle that Texans money line. Dog. Yeah, that would be a pretty fun D-Gens only play indeed. Feel free, guys, hit us up your questions, fantasy, DFS, whatever you guys want to get into as we count down to kickoff happy to get in those as well. Most action for the NFL Week 6 market according to WinBet. And make sure you check out winbet.com. Get over there, get involved, get that $1,000 risk-free bet. Chargers at Ravens, as we said, very heavily bet. Rams at Giants. Game open at 10.5. They're showing an 8 right now, and then Packers at Bears. So as you would imagine, a lot of public action on those road favorites. Although it does seem like Chargers, as we pointed out, the money line is a big opportunity. $45 is ZD. Also saying Texans Colts over 44. I like that one. Not a big totals guy, but if you're going totals there, I think over 44 is pretty reasonable. Jake Paquin wants to know, Ryan, Sutton or Darrell Williams, half point PPR.
Oh boy. Well, first of all, why are you playing half point? I understand that some of these best ball tournaments force it, but I just like commit. Like either be old school, get your rocking chair out and sit on your porch and play non PPR at all, or play PPR. The answer to this question is Darrell Williams. Darrell Williams is in my DFS lineup this week. I think Darrell Williams, whatever the game script you think is going to go down, he's going to be involved. If it's negative, he's going to be catching passes. Like Jong said earlier, while I think McKinnon is an really interesting play today, I just don't see the workload. And I'm going away from Sutton.
Yeah. Williams.
It's close though. Sutton's become like quietly a guy who you can just lock in.
A lot of targets, and you know what? I'll just zag here. I'll say Sutton, and really not help Jake out here. But
sorry, Jake.
No, I kind of like that matchup against the Raiders. We are on the Raiders, Ryan. I do think they get the cover. I do think they are a live dog as well. Shane wanted to know where really Rel is with that TD parlay. He's given out a couple of those before, and those are really fun. He's now really the friend in the desert, serving overseas. So I don't know if his internet.
He's like 11 hours ahead of us too. Who knows what time it is over there?
We'll see. If hopefully he can call in. Terrell, if you're watching, the people want a same game touchdown parlay. If you're around, give us a ring and drop that as well. Khalil Herbert or Javonte Williams, sadly, half point PPR. What's been the latest, Ryan, with Melvin Gordon? I know he was a little banged up. Where are we at?
That unfortunately, that situation is taking longer to resolve than we thought it might. I think they like both guys. I think at the end of the day, you have an old school guy, and as much as I like to say Williams is going to be the guy by the end of the year, I don't think that the baton has been passed yet. Right? It's annoying.
And I don't know. Melvin Gordon was a little banged up,
and frankly, he's looked pretty good when he's been out there.
Yeah.
So
he's expected to play in week 6. So
sorry, I didn't know you were asking. Yeah, he's playing today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like going. I don't know. I guess you go Khalil Herbert here because he's guaranteed and a ton of volume with that Bears offense going up against a kind of suspect Packers defense. So I guess Herbert is the play there. Although I am starting Javonte Williams in a couple leagues. And I don't know if he gets his normal look there as far as like carries, etc.
Khalil Herbert, of course, noted Kansas transfer to Virginia Tech, had a great year under the piece of shit Justin Fuente. So on a day where I think Fuente could get fired this week, maybe no. But you take Herbert. It's just a volume thing, right? You always take the volume.
Nick Francis saying, "I love you too, beautiful men." Thank you, Nick.
Oh wow,
appreciate it. $45 is a ZD. First half Chiefs -3.5.
Really? You're locking. You're putting the cash register next to that?
Yeah, I don't know. I think Chiefs get it done.
Do you think the people want a first half parlay today, Sean?
Yeah. Why would they not?
Well, and last week, basically, I think the reason I screwed it up for all of us is I went with a total, and I'm not a total guy, and I have to get back to my roots. So I will be giving out a. It's already the end of the show, Sean. I guess I can do it now, right?
Yeah. While you're calculating that, I got a nice little double dog money line parlay. Give me the Los Angeles Chargers parlayed with the Las Vegas Raiders. That is +600.
Danger. So the Raiders has had some line movement too.
Yeah, it's all the way up to 5.
I don't. How is Denver going to be laying 5 points?
That is crazy to me.
To me, that's the handicap. All right, let's. I was furiously typing it in so I could share it with people on the screen and throw it up. First half parlay, all spreads this week. Sean, no money lines, no totals. Indy -7, Giants +4.5, Lions +3, Deadskins +3.5, and Packers -3. Let's go. Pays about 23-1 today, guys. So we're on the right side of the juice.
Right side of the juice. All right. Thank you guys for calling in, checking us out on the pregame show.
Oh, Sean.
Yes.
We've got a couple last minute calls, including one from our guy in the desert.
Oh, awesome. Got to make time for Terrell. What's up, Terrell?
Terrell, please give us that sweet TD parlay. Oh no. Terrell.
Yes, sir.
There he
we
is.
go.
What's up, Terrell? Thanks for calling in.
Nothing much over here. 8 p.m. in the desert.
Okay.
I'm ready to make some cash.
Let's do it. What do you got for us today?
All right, touchdown parlay. Hey guys, it was 201 last weekend. We were 2 off. Adam Thielen and Brandon Ayuk didn't get it done for us, but we killed everything else.
How much does it pay this week?
Let's get better. Let's cash. I got 120-1 this week.
Okay.
All right, boom. First leg, T.Y. Hilton versus the Texans. He always goes off against the Texans. Let's get another one in his first game back. T.Y. Hilton versus the Texans. Kadarius Toney versus the Rams. Gonna be interesting to see if he can keep that magic going. He almost got in last week, so let's see if we can get one good one out of him today. And then T. Higgins against the Lions. Terry McLaurin against the Chiefs, and Devontae Adams against the Bears. It pays 120-1, guys. Touchdown parlay. I'm gonna get you one before the season's over. I'm gonna get you one.
All right, so just so I got it right, Terrell, I put it on the screen for everyone. Hilton, Toney, Higgins, McLaurin, and Adams, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Let's go.
Love it. Appreciate you, bro.
Always let it ride.
Appreciate your service for SGPN and the United States of America.
We got one last quick caller. We got maybe a first time caller. I've seen the name before though. What's up, Matt? Matt, are you with us? Otherwise, I'm going to go watch football, Sean.
Matt, you are live on the Sports Gambling Podcast pregame show. Last chance. Going once. Going twice.
I'm here.
Oh,
hey, I got moneyline parlay with the Panthers, Lions, and Raiders. That's about 14-1. And then I got some Sunday night first touchdown props. We'll go with Claypool. He's 8-1. And then Freiermuth, he's 20-1. I really like Freiermuth to get a first touchdown tonight.
Co-sign the Freiermuth, and I'm on the same sides as that dog parlay as well. 14-1. Let's go, baby.
You can tell the listeners are taking note of the system, the first touchdown system.
Yes.
Find that filthy tight end. Find a quarterback.
Freiermuth.
Go get paid. Thanks for calling in, Matt. Let it ride.
Thanks. Let it ride.
Let it ride.
Last thing before we go, because it is my lock. Carolina, no Christian McCaffrey. The lines moved to 2.5 since we played it, Sean. We've repeatedly say what's going on here, but what's going on here? Like, is this really a statement about Cousins in this Vikings team? Because the Panthers aren't a horrible team. The Eagles made a great comeback last week, but this is a strange number.
Yeah, and that's why I kind of leaned into that into Darnold angle. I think he might be able to throw, and that's kind of an interesting contrarian for my DFS. All right, a lot of football to watch, and we will be back after the Sunday night game wraps, recapping it all, taking your calls for bad beats, gripes, touts, whatever you got for us. Thank you, as always, for tuning in to the Sports Gambling Podcast. And for the Sports Gambling Podcast,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling
little
Podcast.
off my game. For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, stacking the money green, and he is Ryan.
Danny Dimes is back, baby.
Kramer, let it ride.